Hey everybody, I wanted to bring you along on a quick tour of what spring is looking like in our garden. Oh, the daffodils are looking amazing. So we planted this up in the fall. What we did is we picked up some blends of daffodils. So I think there should be, I want to say there's about 100 bulbs in this bed, and then over here in this perennial bed, kind of from here all the way up into the front of the house, there should be, I think, about another 100. And then in total, I think we have about, between all of the beds that we have, we planted, I think, about 200 squill. This is like a sunny blend, so we've got some bright yellows and some of these white ones with these really deep orange cups to them. And the nice thing too is that these will bulk up over time. So it looks great today, and then it should continue to look great year after year. So in addition to having bulbs, we do have some other perennials. And we've got iris in here. This is Miss Apple. And you can see this is gonna be a nice, we've got kind of two tones purple. We've got this really dark, deep dark purple and a more kind of lighter lavender. On the top part, these are beautiful. And so right here, this is a peony, and this one is pink Hawaiian coral. I like this form of the peony where it's the open flower. Pollinators can get to it more easily than some of the other more kind of ruffled, double flower kinds of peony. Not that I don't like those. In fact, I think I have at least one of those in pink and possibly in white in the other perennial bed in the front of the house. So I do like them, but I gravitate, I think, a little bit more towards this open flower structure. I just like it. So moving along, though, we were at the garden center the other day and I picked up another peony. This one is called simply America. It is another open form, so it's a very similar flower form to the pink Hawaiian coral, except this one is completely red. It's got a deep saturated red, and I think that'll look really nice in this bed as well. Another iris, and this iris is purple, and we've been growing this iris for quite a while. It is probably my favorite iris. I absolutely love the variegated foliage. I think this is just so unique with irises. I just absolutely love the green and the yellow kind of together. The other thing is, as I said, the flowers are purple and they're scented and they smell just like grapes. Yeah. So I love having scent in the garden, whether that's the roses or the peonies or irises, and this one smells the best. Honestly, when you smell this, it reminds me of grape soda. Every time I smell this, I immediately have a craving for grape soda. It's a really unique and unexpected kind of scent, and it's a beautiful, beautiful flower. So this is the perennial bed, and this is one of the front perennial beds. And we spent some time clearing out everything that was here left over the winter. So we leave a lot of the stalks and and seed heads and all that stuff from the perennials when they die back in the fall. We leave that over the winter. Just having that there, first of all, it gives some height to the garden, gives something interesting during the winter time. It also provides some shelter for an extra kind of mulch and cover for the perennials themselves. And now that things have been greening up, cleared all that stuff away, at least most of it. I see some that I've missed, but that's okay. Yeah, so now everything's really kind of coming to life. So I'll take you around to give you a little bit of tour of what's going on here. We've got another peony here. We've got some more daffodils. So we've got some of the tete-a-tete here. This is another kind. This is a fun one where we've got the white and then it's kind of like coral, peachy coral on the outside, then going towards yellow as it gets into the middle of that cup. So you can see we've still got some other daffodils that are coming up that haven't flowered yet. So we don't want them to all come up and go over at the same time. We'd like to have, some succession to it as well. I wanted to point out this section. So we've got some more of those daffodils. Again, this is with the kind of the yellowy white petals with the orange, and I like that we've got the grape hyacinths kind of intermixed in here. Here's another pretty one, another pretty daffodil. So here we've got these petals are now splayed out, in contrast to here we've got I love these two. These are like a yellow on yellow, really kind of quintessential daffodil. And then in contrast, we see we've got the trumpet, this large trumpet here. We move over here, we've got kind of the pale kind of butter. The petals of the cup are just all like splayed out. This has a name, which I knew before I walked out here, and now I forget, so I'll put it on screen. There's a couple of names for this form of daffodil here. Tate here as well, and a whole bunch of, we put a nice little cluster of blue squill. I love the way this looks. I love the blue of the squill with the tate yellow behind that. In amongst all of the daffodils that we have, there's all the other perennials that are starting to emerge. I've got another peony over here. There's some heuchera back there. I will try to get close here. You can see just emerging here and over here. This is mayapple. Mayapple likes shaded, so that's why we've got it put under the rhododendron here. Is coming back here as well. So these here are fun. This daffodil is called scrambled eggs. And so you can see, instead of having that kind of traditional trumpet or cup that you see in the center of the daffodil, we've got the petals that kind of like, these white petals interrupt that cup. And so it kind of like all mixes together, kind of like a plate of scrambled eggs. In this part of the perennial bed, we've got this lovely grouping of tate with some of the grape hyacinth, and that purple and yellow and green really all go together. This is catmint, so we basically have a catmint border that runs along the front part of the bed here and then turns the corner and goes up a bit. These will continue to fill in, so they'll actually get big enough that they really pretty much fill even the spaces between them. So it creates a really nice border. While I was here, I almost forgot. I almost walked by without looking at the ornamental cherry, which is in bloom now. I love that sweet almondy smell. This has started to come into flower in the last just couple of days. The bees absolutely love this cherry. So as it gets, I would say another couple of days, when the rest of these flowers open up, I think it'll be, this will just be humming with bees. So thanks for coming along with me on this quick early spring garden tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you like. Let me know also what you're growing, and we can share together all of our favorite bulbs and early flowering plants here in the early spring garden. So until next time, happy spring, happy gardening.